What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrificed my time so you don't have to. Forgive me for a second. Unfortunately, later on tonight, because I have to get some sleep. I am just exhausted. I'm absolutely... I'm just really exhausted right now as far as like sleep and everything. But I'm currently at work at the moment. Like you're seeing is probably like around like maybe 6, close to 7 o'clock. I try to get it super close to that so you can have something to watch. I'm going to bed. I'm going straight to bed. I need to get some sleep. There's literally nothing holding me back from reviewing NXT tonight. I'm going to review it next week. I apologize. I just need to get some sleep. Obviously, I can't do it right now because I'm currently at work. I'll be leaving within the next 2 hours or so. But when I get home, I'm going straight to bed. But I got to give you guys a bit of a replacement video. I didn't do anything yesterday because I was working on my truck yesterday. So here's a little bit of a video that I want to talk about. Something that's been falling in my mind for the longest now. And this will be the replacement for the NXT video. What is with professional wrestling fans and professional wrestlers alike not being able to take any kind of criticism whatsoever? And whenever you actually see, here's my thing. I'm not going to say his name because he's not a public figure, but there was somebody in my comment section not too long ago who was telling, and I get these kind of comments all the time, and I'm still trying to figure out where the fuck they come from because they make absolutely no sense whatsoever, and it's an absolute blatant hypocrisy as far as the person who's actually saying it themselves. I see comments like this all the time when people will be like, oh, yada, 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 and I'm trying to get some kind of clarification. I'm trying to get some understanding as to how you formulated that opinion about me or about the content in itself. I don't have a problem with it initially, right? Especially if it's strictly about what I'm saying in the video. I might have a problem. Well, I will have a problem with it if it's just like a direct ad hominem at me or slander at me. But I mean, about the video in itself, no, I never have a problem with that. But what I do want to know is how did you get that? Because like I said, whenever I talk in my videos, I'm very, 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 very careful with what I say. If I feel like I said something stupid, I will scrap that portion out of the video so fast your head will spin. I'll replace it with better language. Not talking about swearing. I'm talking about better language in terms of actually rhetorically being able to get my point across, right? I will cut it immediately. There are so many times I said some stupid shit in my videos, and I will listen back to my videos and I'll say to myself, yeah, that was fucking dumb. Take that out. Say something else. I will do that so many times. I've done it thousands, really, probably tens of thousands of times over the past 5 years, which that's why it confuses me whenever I hear people talk. And almost always, it's always something in bad faith. It's something taken out of context. It's a bad interpretation of what I'm saying. And unfortunately, that's like maybe 2% of the time. Almost always, it's you're just upset at what I'm saying about your opinion in regards to whatever content you like, whatever promotion you like, whatever this, whatever that, whatever this, whatever that. And that's fine, but be able to express that to me so I can know what the fuck I'm talking about, what the fuck I'm trying to see what you're talking about. And it's always, you can't take criticism. What does that mean? I'm asking you questions about your criticism. How is that not being able to take criticism? I'm asking you questions in regards to your criticism. That's just me engaging. The reply button exists there for a reason. If you don't want to engage, then fine. Call me all the names in the book. But if you're going to sit here and lie about the video, then of course I'm going to question what the fuck are you talking about. And I get comments like that all the time. And it annoys the shit out of me. But apparently it happens throughout professional wrestling in general, bruh. Take Brian Zane for an example. I made a video about him, right? And he showed up in the comment section. His right. More power to you, bro. But when you're going back and forth with me in the comment section about this versus that versus this versus that, we can go back and forth all day. But this whole, I hate it. And it's actually, I'm not going to lie to you, I was actually somewhat disappointed. Seeing it come from a larger creator, seeing it come from someone who I kind of thought at the very least, as much as I disliked him, because of how he actually presented himself in his videos as far as being calm, cool, and collected. I'm not calm, cool, and collected, and I make that point known, and I do it throughout my videos. I do not hide the ball in the fact that I can be very, very unhinged a lot of times, and I don't hide that ball. But when you present yourself in a certain type of presentation, I would expect you to conduct yourself in that said presentation. And trust me, whenever we go back and forth, if I see how you carry yourself, I'm going to match the same energy. That's how I've always been. Look at all my comments whenever I talk to anybody. I only match the energy of what you put out. And if I got the energy wrong, I'll be the first person to apologize. Look at my community. You can talk to anybody in the comment section. Either it's been directly towards them or they've seen me done it, whether on community posts, whether pinning it, whether actually outright telling them, whether actually hearting their comment. I'm the first person, whenever I take something, I say to myself, oh, okay, I got that wrong. I'll post on the community post. I'll tell the person, hey, yo, bro, that was my bad. I fucked up. And I'll say it immediately if I see what they're saying, and it's like, okay, I will be the first person to apologize. Yes, I said apologize. Take it for what you will. I'll be the first person to do it. And I feel nothing wrong about that. I fucked up and I'll be the first person. No one is harder on me than I am myself. And it just infuriates me whenever I talk to people and they can never just have the exact same energy. So I go back and forth with someone like a Brian Zane, and he's so ass-hurt about the things that I'm saying in this video. Rightfully so, by the way. Of course, I expect you to be mad about that. It's about you. Like I said, when I talk in the comment section, whenever someone has a problem with me, I want to know why you have a problem and let me engage with that, because maybe I did do something wrong, and I would like to change that. But people who have egos so fucking huge, so fucking big, they can't engage with that because they know what's being said about them is correct. And that's not how you should be carrying yourself, my G. Like, you shouldn't be carrying yourself like that. If I said some bad things about you, change it. Fucking change it. You fucked up. It's ironic. A couple of days ago, I didn't do the exact same thing I went after Brian Zane about. I didn't do appropriately. Talking about the seat fillers, right? But at least I read the article, but I still got the interpretation wrong. I didn't get called out by anybody as far as, hey, Devontae, did you see this? Devontae, did you see this? No. I seen the article for myself, and immediately I went to the community post to let you guys know, hey, I fucked up. Then I went to the video when I did my SmackDown review, and I made sure that was the first thing you heard. Not buried somewhere in the video, not some snarky remarks about it towards the conclusion of the video. It was the first thing you heard in the intro. And all I expect is for the same energy to be given back to me. If I'm going back and forth with you in the comment section about the content that I made in the video, engage with that shit. Don't take the contents of the video and then say, you're just spitting out word salads. Can you stop using big words? Let me obfuscate by saying that these words right here, they don't really mean what the hell you're saying. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. You're playing games right now. If I say something along the lines of, oh, well, because he was saying something, I can't remember the comment per se, but he said something along the lines of, oh, because I said, there's a difference between demeaning someone and telling a joke. And he's like, doesn't it end if you tell a joke with someone being demeaned? And it's like, no, the interpretation would be that if someone's telling a joke, that means you're being funny because it's a joke. And to demean would be just outright malicious. Sort of kind of what you're doing by not looking at the context of a video and going directly with what the fucking thumbnail says. Is what I said to him. And rather than engaging with that, but it's because he can't. He knows he's done fucked up. But he's so prideful because he's so egotistical. Maybe it has something to do with that large sub count. Maybe it has something to do with his bank account. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with his following. I don't know what makes him think his dick is so big where he just can't come down and say, well, you know what, guys? I totally done fucked up. Let me accept accountability for the things that I fucked up on and never do it again. Because for you to sit there and complain and consistently say something along the lines of, well, I believe that maybe if I were to just look at this context from the past and use that as a manner to say why I said, use that as a manner as to say why I believe why I said is in the right, when you know you're in the wrong, that's, what are you doing? What are you doing? You fucked up. Stop trying to justify your fuck up. Own it like a man, take it, and just don't do it again. Judge things on an individual basis. What are you doing? And it's so funny because it's like, I see so many people. I'm about to take up for a guy right now that I don't even usually take up for. A Tony Khan. I seen what Goldberg said a couple of days ago in an article about, oh, well, I didn't want to sign with Tony Khan's AEW because I forgot what ad hominem or some slur he used. Not slur, excuse me. I forgot what ad hominem he threw at them to kind of make them like they're a pissant company. Which, by the way, if that's the way you feel about the company, then hold that shit down 10-2. Don't sit here, get rejected by the company, or you guys have a falling out because they didn't meet your requirements, or whatever the context happens to be. I don't know. But clearly there was a disagreement there. And then shit on the company after you made it a point to want to go to the company. I can't fault Tony Khan for that. That's absolutely true. And he called that shit out, what, like earlier today or something like that? He has absolutely every fucking right to call that out. I don't fuck with Tony Khan. I don't fuck with AEW, but that's two-faced as fuck. And I hate fucking two-faced people more than I hate a goddamn wrestling company who ain't abided by my own principles or my own morality or my own whatever when it comes to professional wrestling overall, more importantly, my entertainment aspect, right? If you are going to a company and you get there to that company, you got all that big dick energy to want to go to the company to begin with, right? When it was all about the money, but when you guys probably don't meet head to head on whatever you feel you should be getting, then all of a sudden it's Tony Khan's this, Tony Khan's that. Or in more particular, let me say what Goldberg actually said about AEW being whatever ad hominem in regards to what AEW happens to be, because that's bullshit. And that's what I mean about the professional wrestling industry. That's what I mean about the IWC. That's what I mean about my own fans sometimes. Because the same thing could be said about the people in my comment section. Again, I'm not going to mention any names. But when I talked about the CM Punk scenario, when it came down to CM Punk and the whole Jack Perry stuff, I had my opinion. It is what it is. If you want to engage with my opinion, then engage with my opinion. I'm cool with that, bro. I have no problem with that, man. But when you want to come at my opinion and then use that in order to come at me personally, and then you try to come with some bullshit nonsense like, well, I mean, you pick on us all the time. Man, come on, bro, you capping. That's some bullshit. Because when I talk to y'all, I'm joking. Clearly when I'm joking. When I say I'm gonna fuck your mom, this, that, and the third, I'm fucking joking, bruh. But you want to use that as a way to try to run away from the fact that you started shit on some nonsense that you want to fucking use as to placate your own fucking opinion about me, about a topic that we disagree with. Disagree with it. How many times have you guys said something in the comment section that I disagree with, that I understand? Okay, cool, that's your opinion at the end of the day. That's my opinion in the end of the day. And I never, ever, you don't think I see the comments? I don't get that many comments on my videos. I get around, on average, from 50 to 200 comments. It's really, really easy to read all the comments on one video, bruh. You don't think I see most of y'all comments? Of course I do. How many times? I've seen so many comments that I just outright don't talk to. Because, okay, well, yeah, respect that man's opinion. That's it. But when you try to come from me personally, I think anybody in my position, anybody rightfully in that position would think to themselves, well, yeah, okay, you want to talk shit, let me go back and forth and talk shit. Like I said, I match the energy of anybody, bruh. And I remember someone said this also. Someone said something along the lines of, oh, Devontae, you ain't street. Because of the way I carry myself now versus why I carry myself then. It depends on the energy. It depends on how I feel. It depends what I talk about. You don't know the real me. You know me just through this fucking YouTube shit. You don't know me and how I carry myself outside YouTube. I can tell you right now, my demeanor is way more serious as to how I carry myself in comparison on YouTube. I joke around. I goof around because it's easy to do that when there's no one around to watch me do this shit. Outside of that, bro, I'm strict as fuck. My demeanor is completely different. I'm mad serious. I don't want to be serious, but that's how you have to carry yourself. That's how I grew up. That's what I'm saying. You see me through this shit right here. You don't see how I actually carry myself at all, but there are so many opinions, and that's what I'm talking about. Context means everything. Everybody got something to say about somebody. Just hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself to a standard what a motherfucker wants you to hold. Hold yourself to the same standard you will like to be held to if someone actually came at you in good faith. It's all I'm saying. Whether it's the IWC, whether it's Tony Khan, whether it's Brian Zane, it doesn't matter, bro. There's so many things going on in professional wrestling that a motherfucker ain't gonna agree about 100%. But at the end of the day, that's the beauty of having an opinion. That's the beauty of having free speech. That's the beauty of being able to stand on whatever the fuck you believe in. All this going around and having to fucking hurl insults on people on purpose, by the way. Hurling insults on purpose for no reason. I don't get it, bro. It's just pussy shit to me. It's really just pussy shit to me, man. I don't get it. Because it's like 9 times out of 10. I'm not saying all of y'all. Maybe some of y'all are built like that. I'm not saying that. But I can tell you straight up. I guarantee you, bet my life, 90% of y'all ain't built like that. I ain't here to say that I'm built like that all the way, but I can tell you I will defend myself, and I guarantee you some of y'all will defend yourself. I'm not saying overall, but what I'm saying is, you know the old saying, the loudest bark ain't got no bite. That's how I feel when I see shit like that. Like it's just crazy to me, man. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, man. I just needed something to rant about. When I seen that Brian Zane comment, bro, on Twitter, that shit just, man. And for anyone who actually cares, look, man, I cropped most of the man's messages on his Twitter. I had to go through all his Twitter photo, or what do you call it again? His profile. I had to go through his profile to get all his messages to crop out to put on the YouTube page thing when I actually did the Brian Zane video a couple of days ago. When you do that kind of shit, you ain't got to sub to the person for the notifications to still come from their channel if you've been on there long enough. I had to go through I did what he didn't do. I actually have to go through his shit, prowl through his shit to see his messages to be able to crop it in order to have the video in itself. So his notification popped up. It ain't like I came looking for the man. It ain't like I'm even on Twitter like that. I jump on Twitter specifically just for wrestling-sided shit. I got an account on Twitter, and I guarantee you could probably count on both hands how many times I've actually posted anything on Twitter. Maybe even one hand. Bruh, just, no one has to hold you accountable. Hold yourself accountable. And if you have a problem with someone's opinion, let that shit slide, man. Like, either A, you engage with it, but if it ain't nothing worth engaging, if it's just petty nonsense, it's just petty insults, well, shit, if that ain't the energy proposed in the video on some strict, serious shit, straight up, no lies, you know that person means business and they straight up like that, then, man, let that shit, if it don't apply, let that shit fly, man. I don't know, bro. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, my name is Devontae. Like I said, I apologize for the NXT video. I got to get some sleep. Deuces, P, Ice.